Hello guys and welcome to Hackman Traders. In this video I'm going to be showing to you guys what are some of the news that would make the stock market good or boost the performance of the stock market. Now in the previous video I've shown that how would a certain news affect the performance or the current running of the stock market. Now in this video I'm going to be showing to you guys what are some of the news that would make its performance good and would make the market boost and will give you profits. So let's get started. As you can see here that I picked up a random stock and you can guess that at this level let's let's begin from the situation where the COVID-19 was spreading. Now you can see that this downfall happened due to the impact of the COVID-19. Now as the COVID-19 was spreading, this dip happened and it made the stock market drop by it made the stock or the stock exchange of many different countries to drop or go or decline. And after that, as you can see that as the stock market, because in this situation lockdowns were imposed and all of that stuff, but as you can see that after the investors knew that lockdowns are still in place, but the stock market a bit was going a bit better than these areas because they know they were now used to it and they've invested in this market for the better. And you can see that some of the businesses were gone bankrupt, but there were some businesses that showed profits, and due to those profits and due to those great performances of the businesses, the stock market started to go up. As you can see, it go went up in prices. Now in this case again, some of the bad news occurred appeared on the channels, and you can see that a certain drop. But as that news recovered, the stock market started to gain its momentum and started to moving upward. Now again it moved upward, again it came down because of some bad news, and then now it's still again it is recovering and moving upward. So for the most part, if we see that it is all about a positive, it is all about a positive news that a certain news that can make the stock market profit. Now that news might be related to economic, that news might be related to economic. Yes, a positive economy and a growing economy can make the stock market much more better because it all depends upon the current it all depends upon the companies that are running in this in a certain in the country, and which are running multiple businesses which are giving profits and paying taxes that will boost the economy of the country, that helps in the boosting and the growth of the economy of the country. Now the second news might be political, whatever. Now if this news is good and positive and the current government and everything is fine, the government machinery is fine, then there is no hurdle in the stock market, in the performance of the stock market. Because if this situation is running well and no one is trying to backstab the government or anything like that, or the political situation is not worse, then the country is running well and the economy is sorry the country is stabilized and all of the everything is according to plan. So because of the political news, the stock market can be affected much more, and also the stock market will be running great. Now this news, I would mention here that this news, this downfall and this downfall happened mm, due to the political news of due to some of the political news in our country. So this also play an important role the in the growth or the uptrend or downtrend of the stock market. The third might be, I say, is inflation slash interest rates. The fourth might be what you call I would write that projects. I would now explain that to you in I will now explain it to you briefly. Now what now inflation and interest rates both affect the current running situation of the stock market. Now inflation, if inflation is not on the rise and it is now constant, so the stock market would be running well, and if it is rising, then it would negatively affect the current running of the stock market. It would affect the current running of the stock market or the performance of the stock market. Now interest rates also play an important role. Now the increasing interest rates mm, would prevent the growth of the stock market, but if the interest rates are declining, it would help in boosting the stock market, the performance of the stock market. Now the stock market can grow much higher, especially the bank sector, which heavily rely on the interest rates, because when interest rates decreases, then the stock market can especially the bank sector can give you much more performance than any other stocks, than all of the other stocks out there, because the interest rates are related to the banks, and this heavily affects the bank sector. Now the inflation affects the whole of the stock market. In it, the oil, gas, and all of power and generation, fertilizers, and all of the things came in this category, because inflation, because it is inflation, so it relates to um, all of the things out there that are related to daily lifestyle, that are used in our daily lifestyle. Now the projects, if the government announces certain projects or certain schemes that are related to some of the companies in the stock market, let's say for example, now if the company announces a construction project, then the cement sector, it would help in boosting the growth of the cement sector. If it's related to oil and gas, then it will help in boosting the oil and gas sector. Now these type of news would affect the certain now these type of news would make the stock market, these are all positive news, so it would make the stock market good, and will help in the growth of the stock market. There's now there is one more thing as well. Now if, let's say, if the government wants to invest in the stock market, that's also a positive news, because it will, because of this news, the stock market would rise, and it would give the investor confidence that this market is stable, and they will have more confidence to invest in that market. And that's it for today. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos and want to learn more about the stock market. All I need you is to support my channel by hitting that subscribe button and comment down below, as your feedback is valuable for me. Goodbye.